In the previous two videos, we asked the question, did you receive a letter in the mail with an offer to purchase your rural vacant land? And how do you know that it's not a scam? How do you protect yourself so that you don't get scammed by someone who's sending this letter out? In the first video, we talked about knowing your contract and understanding it, not signing the contract until you understand what it involves. In the second video, we discussed closing through a title company and why it's unsafe to close outside of a title company. Before I move forward, I want to say that all the information I'm providing in any of these videos is not a replacement for legal advice, okay? So today I wanted to discuss finding out how are you going to get paid for the sale of your land. Okay, this kind of goes back to the very first video when we talk about understanding that contract. How are you going to get paid? Is the land investor or the buyer of your property, are they paying in cash? Are they going to be sending wired funds or a bank check to the title company? Or do they need to get a loan for this property? Are they planning on trying to apply for a loan through a bank or some other outside lender? What does that involve? Are they going to need an assessor before they can get that loan? What are we talking about in terms of closing time? So when you close through with cash, they have cash in the bank. It's nothing slowing them down when it comes to closing. The slowest part of the process is the title company in that situation. But if the buyer has to get a loan, now we're waiting on the lender. And oftentimes, especially in today's environment, we're looking at greater than 30 days in order to close. Sometimes as long as 60 days, 90 days. You don't know what that buyer's credit is. You don't know how long it's going to take. That lender may require an appraiser to get out to the property. Well, what's the lead time for an appraiser to get out there? That may be 2 to 3 months alone. And then they need to wait for that appraiser's report before the lender can make a decision, before the title company can close. And now your quick sale of your property is snowballing into 60, 90, maybe even 4 days or 4 months before you can sell your property. And the whole point of using a real estate investor was you thought you were going to get paid fast. Okay, so these are important questions to ask. How is it that you're going to get paid? Also, make sure that you know who's paying for closing costs. And if you're paying for some of the closing costs, understand what those costs are involved. If you need a quote from the title company, go to the title company and get a quote from them directly. Let them know the property, let them know what's being conveyed, let them know the cost of that property, and if title insurance is being covered, find out what your cost is going to be. So make sure that you understand that really well. But these are just a few things to look out for to cover yourself. A long closing date it may not necessarily hurt you. It may not be a scam, but if you're looking if you need that money fast, or if you're expecting to close quickly, you want to be aware of what that's going to look like. So being paid in cash is always going to get you paid faster. I can't say always, but it tends to get you paid faster. You're able to get to the title company a lot quicker, and it's guaranteed. In needing a lender is going to be something different. Okay, so these are a few things to look out for when you are looking at selling your rural vacant land to a land investor. Again, know your contract, always close to a title company, and know how you're going to get paid. These are some really crucial things. If you've got questions, please reach out to TV Property Spies Land. We pay in cash. We close to a title company always, and we have a very simple one-page purchase agreement so that you understand what's taking place and you feel secure. Thanks again for listening.